I'll tell you about that time I got kicked in the legs by Jason David Frank.
AnimeTV Go!
Hey guys, welcome to AnimeTV Season 3!
Oh!
That's never gonna stop being funny.
No, it's not. Well, if you guys are here, remember us. Hope you do. We talk about anime, review Asian pop culture, and games. Johnny Christian isn't here with us today because, oh, you took my pick.
Yeah.
Has a little fist on it. It's evocative of my people.
It's black.
Yeah.
Go on.
AnimeTV.
Bailey, talk to us about what you've been doing lately. It's
Hima
been
time?
a few weeks, yeah.
We're doing Hima time?
Let's do Hima time.
What is...
Hima time.
I like to
I'm
ninja
offended
knot
by
my
this.
Hima.
Like, I'm like, what? Is this
Well,
right? Thank
Oh,
you.
Jesus. Okay. I
Let me get a gong. I'm sorry.
I actually have two Himas, brief Himas. I was telling you guys earlier, I'm not a big gamer, but I
We
had
know.
some Best Buy gift cards, so I went and got something for my DS, and I got Pokemon Black. I've never played a Pokemon game before.
Never.
And
Not even
like Red or
Game
Blue?
Boy?
No. Anyway, my other very brief Hima is that I am a big Doctor Who fan. Watched Eccleston, Tennant, Matt Smith, love him,
Well,
fantastic. But
before we go into Doctor Who, why don't you tell us exactly what Doctor Who is first?
If you guys don't know what Doctor Who is, I'm kind of ashamed that you're watching this show, because you obviously are nerds, and you need to get out there and watch Doctor Who.
But we're talking about classical British television
That's
from
okay.
1968.
Two
No,
completely different
1963.
categories.
1963.
1963.
Doctor
from
Who started in
two completely different
1963.
countries.
There are 711 episodes, I believe, of Doctor Who ever made. And my goal this year, 2011, is to watch all 711 episodes that are still existing, because there are quite a lot of missing episodes. So that's my goal, and so far I'm not doing so well. I've only gotten through the first 4 stories, which is between 5 and like 8 episodes.
All right.
So I'm still on the first Doctor. So, Kaiji, what's your Hima? What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Well, me and Roy recently we just filmed a. I don't know if you guys ever played Dragon Age
Or Dragon Age 2.
I don't know if you have. Probably not because
You guys married?
you're a terrorist.
You
No.
finished each other's sentences already?
Every
Spend all your time together?
Every time Bailey doesn't play a game, the terrorist win. Anyway,
That's true.
we have been filming a Dragon Age parody, which you can see on youtube.com/bellydrumproductions.
I
And,
play a dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
Yeah.
He's a really good dwarf. We interrogate him and we throw a Bible at him. So you don't want to miss that.
Our producer knew you didn't look
Just
good on
let,
camera and
just
didn't
let
tell
me
you.
keep the cobweb
Didn't tell
money.
you.
That's
Yeah.
messed up. That's messed up, Corey. That's messed up, America.
What have you been doing?
My Hima is something I really liked. It's from Yutaka Yamamoto. It's called Fractal. Now, Fractal is one of those 11-episode anime series that really brings the story home. Unlike Angel Beats, which I hated. So, Fractal is an 11-episode anime series, and it's probably one of the best 13. Like I said, I hated Angel Beats only for the fact that 13 episodes done.
I'm not
And
checking my email, it's fine.
to me, a good anime is something that you want more story of, but you don't need more story of. With Cowboy Bebop, it was awesome because you had all the story you needed. All that at that point you wanted more, and the story was done. There's no more story you could have gotten, but at the end of the day, the anime was complete. Fractal's that same thing. From beginning to end, there's a giant question mark that never is explained, but by the end of it, you know what's going on. It shows, doesn't tell. Movies, that's a big thing. So you go over to Angel Beats, it's like, okay, certain characters could have been omitted. I'll talk about Angel Beats on my blog later, but long story short is the fact that at the end of the 13 episodes, especially that love scene at the very end where I love you too, and you're seeing that as if you're like, when did they fall in love?
When did this become a review about Angel Beats?
Because I hate
I
Angel
thought we were
Beats.
talking about Fractal.
Fractal is better, and I'm just telling you that there's a difference between doing a 13-episode anime and 11-episode anime, and it could be just as simple as give us the story you need to show us.
Well, I reviewed Angel Beats on the ATV blog, so if you want to see from someone who loved Angel Beats, you should check that out.
So we got some anime we're going to talk to you about,
Yes.
namely Wa Zombie Desu Ka. It's about a boy named Aikawa Yuma. Damn it.
You just call him Aikawa, it's okay.
Aikawa Yumu.
Whatever. Aikawa.
Okay, Aikawa's this boy just like any other, goes to school, things like that, except he's dead. In fact, he's been brought back by a necromancer, and a lot of funny things going about this anime. Main point is, it's a parody of the Majo Shoujo or Magical Girl series, to the point where you have magical girls, boys dressing up as magical girls, vampire princess ninja assassins, and of
She's not a
course,
princess.
I'm talking about the other one.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You see, you just ruined the story a bit right there. All right, fair enough. All right. Main point is it's done by Main point is it's done by. Crap. I totally forgot. Man, this is the worst episode of AnimeTV.
No, Kaiji did the worst episode of it.
It's still not airing. I'm just waiting for my episode to air.
So right now he's like pacing like a hot woman's body on me right now.
I think like a young boy.
Like a young boy. Okay. All right. Well, oof.
I don't know if I can.
This is a whole different kind of show now. AnimeTV After Dark.
Guys, if you see me here first and not in a
man.
prior episode, it means my old episode was just a little too...
If you guys know me, you know that I've been kind of hard on the second season, which, and by hard I mean I want to shoot myself in the face.
A little too,
Stretch it out.
Right now we got about a 1 minute episode.
Let's go to the anime at hand.
Yes.
Let's say you're a high school student, you're having an everyday
you are.
normal life, and then
you
you
are.
wake up one day and you find out that not only are you undead, there's a cute silent girl, a vampire ninja, and a very bossy magical girl living in your home. What do you do? This is Wa Zombie Desu Ka, and it takes all the little beats from Sailor Moon and the Magical Girl series and just turns it on its head. It's more of a parody, but plays it straight. As we follow Aikaiwa Yumu, the lead zombie, as he fights megalo, demons, and eventually a darker version of himself. It just finished airing in Japan, and it's probably one of the best animes in the season to date. But that's my overall opinion. What did you guys think?
I think the best part of the entire show was in episode 8 with the masked wrestler telling the little
Right.
girls to shut up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want it to be more of like, why is there a masked
No,
wrestler?
I literally couldn't give a damn about the entire show, but when I saw that scene, I laughed for like 30 minutes. It was the most well-timed comedy bit I've ever seen in my life. Just imagine this little group of high school girls sitting there eating McDonald's. Or what was it? Masked Donald's.
Masked Donald's.
Max Donald's and talking about boys, and this giant wrestler dude goes over and just goes like, "Shut up."
Yeah, he just doesn't be quiet and walks away.
And everyone's just kind of shocked, like, okay.
And then he
That
sits
was
behind
really-
the desk and does like.
That was really all I cared about for the series.
Well, I'm not a fan of anything harem
Right.
wise, and I really wanted this show to not be that. This is my issue. My biggest issue with every harem anime
Right?
in the world is that at some point in the show, like he's a little bit confused at the beginning because there's all these girls all of a sudden in his house, and okay, that's fine. And then it gets to this point where all of a sudden he becomes like their father figure and starts like kind of talking down to them and patting their head.
Only
I'm like, I'll teach you the ways.
It's
I'm like, I'm
only-
out.
It's only demeaning when you think about if the women are objectified, which I think this show, as a harem,
They
does-
are.
Okay, first things
Panty
first.
shots.
Okay.
Panty shots. Big tits.
Like five penny shots, and everyone knows that if you're going
In
to
the
swing a
first
sword, if
scene
you're
of the
swinging a
show, there's
sword,
5 panty
if you're
shots.
swinging a sword in Japan, you automatically have big boobs.
Okay.
It's a law.
I swing swords for a living, and I don't have my dress go flying because I don't fight in a goddamn dress. I'm fine with harem type animes,
Right.
but as soon as they go into that, I'm your protector. I gotta protect you, little girl. You don't know what you're doing.
But really, can't we
anymore.
agree this
Whoa.
entire show
I'm
is
out.
just a parody of itself?
Yeah, and that's the point.
It is, but it isn't.
No,
It's very
I
serious
see
at
where
times.
I see where she's taking this. She's saying that yes, it is in itself a parody, but they're playing it straight.
The shoujo stuff with him turning into like the Sailor Moon type transformation.
That was beautiful.
That
I
was
love it.
hilarious.
And then
First
when
time-
they max out the
Okay,
cuteness.
that was pretty funny. Yeah, then he's like, oh, your cuteness is so greater than mine. You know, that was pretty funny actually. And there was a few very funny things that happened, but in general, they were kind of playing it straight.
Long story short, the presentation of Zombie Desu Ka is probably one of the best presentations in the season to date.
I feel like I have to be the women advocate on the show because I understand
You don't have to.
99% of anime is directed towards a male audience. However, that doesn't mean there's not a lot of girl anime fans.
I
out
want to
there.
point out
and I
that
think that this for girls is boring.
Wa Zombie Desu Ka, pass or fail?
I think if you're a
So
man,
boring.
you'll like the show a lot more. I think if you're a girl, then you're not really gonna be into this show.
All right, Kaiji, Wa Zombie Desu Ka, pass or fail?
You know, I watched it in one sitting. I watched it all the way through, and I can't say that for most shows. I give it a pass.
All right. Well, my personal opinion is that is a pass. You know, there's a lot of things to like, a lot of things to not. There's some ideas in the presentation, and when it gets funny, it's funny. When it gets serious, it's serious, but at the end of the day, it doesn't know where it wants
Yeah.
to be.
I agree.
Those guys are done. Like
I know,
they actually left the room.
We don't even have a camera crew in here
so,
anymore, apparently. Hi, guys.
This is Roy Pitts picking his hair. Watch Dragon Age 2.
Yeah, watch
parody.
our Dragon Age parody.
This
And,
is Bailey. Please stay tuned for another episode of AnimeTV.
And guys,
Hopefully
For-
with better hosts.
and for all of you guys who criticized our 3 minutes of length, look at this. Are you happy? Are you?
Remember when Johnny used to be on the show?
Remember when we had class?
Remember when? Wait, really? When did we have class?
AnimeTV.